Well, happy Saturday, everybody. Um, I just got done at the gym. I did leg day today. I didn't go yesterday. I was so damn tired yesterday and today even, man. I pretty much slept all day yesterday and up until noon today. So went and got me a good leg day in. Anyway, the reason I'm making this video is something was brought to my attention, just a few minutes ago, actually. It's about people, when you've lived a life of addiction like I have. Obviously, you've made a lot of mistakes. You have a lot of regrets. There's a lot of crosses you carry, and you deal with that shit every day, man. I mean, it's just you can't get rid of it. It doesn't go away. There's nothing you can do about it. Even if you didn't live a life of addiction, we've all made mistakes. None of us are perfect, So it's mainly about people that like look down on you, even family members, especially family members. You say, you're trying to do the right things now, and obviously, if you've lived the life as long as I have, this isn't the first time you said that you were gonna go straight and do the right things. I'm sure chances are you've tried it many times before and you fell. And so people have their doubts, and they have every right to. People, you have a right to have your doubts, but don't look down on people. Don't put people down that are actually trying to do the right things. That's stupid. You're on a fucking moral high ground. You think you're better than someone else, and you're not. We've all made our mistakes. We've all had our issues. We've all done things we regret. You know what I mean? And we all you can really do is try to make up for that and pay for them and give back and hopefully try to help other people. And that's what I'm trying to do with this channel myself. But if it's a family member especially, or even just a friend or something, someone you care about, and they're trying to do the right things now, support them, man. You don't have to fucking believe that, okay, well, they're going to do it this time. Of course, you're still going to have them doubts in the back of your head because they've said that before and they fell before, and that's fine. Have them doubts, but don't put them down. Try to support them. You don't have to let them live in your house. You don't have to give them money. You don't have to help them out in that kind of way, but don't put them down. Don't, try to at least support them. Say good for you or whatever, little pat on the back every now and again. You're doing good. You know what I mean? I'm proud of you. Things like that. Or don't say nothing at all. Just do that. You don't have to fucking put them down and say, how ashamed of them you are, or, how remind them of everything they done wrong. Trust me, they know what they did wrong. I know what I've done wrong. I know what mistakes I've made. I carry that shit with me every fucking day. I don't need people to tell me what I've done wrong. You know what I mean? And it's just something I deal with on a daily basis. And it's because of that, I'm trying to do the right things now. I don't need people to come and put me down and tell me that they don't think I'm gonna make it, or I'm just waiting for me to fall. What kind of shit is that? That's nuts. Just because you never lived that way before doesn't make you any fucking better. Just because you went to church your whole life or whatever doesn't make you any better. In fact, the people that have done that, the churchgoers and all that shit, those are the worst I've ever met. The most judgmental people I've ever come across in my goddamn life. And it's just insane. You act like you care about a person, and then you're going to be the first one at their funeral bawling. But while they're around, you want nothing to do with them. You weren't there to support them. You never made a phone call. You never said, hey, I'm proud of you. Hey, I think you're doing good. Hey, keep it up. Things like that. If you can't do something like that, then don't say nothing at all. Don't drag a person down just because you have your doubts. You never know, man. These people could have had enough. They've had enough of this bullshit. They've had enough of living that way. If I could give anything to go back and change a lot of things I've done in my past, I would do that, but I can't. There's no such thing as time machines or nothing like that. What's done is done. The only thing I can do now is do the right things, keep pushing forward, and try to help other people not make those same mistakes. That's the only thing that I can do to make amends for the shit I've done before. I can't do nothing else. If you hate me because of something I did in the past, I can't change that. That's on you. I don't hate anybody. I feel like shit about a lot of things I've done. I regret a lot of things I've done. In fact, I wake up most days with nothing but regrets. I would give anything to change the way I lived and to just make, I look back and if I would have done this or if I would have done that, just little things here and there, if I would have done differently, I may have lived a whole different kind of a life, but that didn't happen. What happened, happened. And this is where I'm at now. I'm almost 50 years old, man. I've got almost 40 years of fucking up. And I've said that in videos before. And there's nothing I can do about it. And I understand, whereas people are going to have their doubts about me now and think, oh, well, he said this before. I get that. That's just a part of it. But don't put me down for it. At least either don't say nothing at all or say good luck. I really hope you do it this time. I'm rooting for you, whatever. Or again, don't say nothing at all. You don't have to put people down because people that live the way I do and have lived the way I did and are trying to recover, trying to do better, struggle every single fucking day, whether they should keep going or give up. It's been so long. It's the only life I've known. Is it even worth it anymore? I've done so much wrong. Is it even worth keeping going? Is it worth pushing forward? Or should I just give up? And people like that are on their fucking moral high ground like that want to put you down, make it to where it's almost, it makes it so much harder to want to keep going. They make you want to give up. They make you want to just say, fuck it. There's going to be people like that out there no matter what. So why bother? It's just stupid. I don't care who you are or what you do, even if it's someone you don't know. If it's somebody that's lived a life like that and they're trying to do better for themselves and they're trying to help other people, and even if they're not trying to help other people, even if they're just trying to help themselves and live a better life for themselves, you should be happy for them. You should be proud of them. You should fucking encourage them. Don't knock them down. What the hell kind of shit is that? Why would you even do that? Why would you waste time of your life to knock somebody else down that's trying to do better for themselves, and especially someone that's trying to help other people do better too? Why would you do that? That makes no damn sense to me. And as you can see, it pisses me off. But I just don't understand why anybody would take waste their time of their day knocking somebody down like that. If you're not going to encourage them, try to help lift them up, then just don't say nothing or do nothing at all. Just walk away, turn your head. Don't even worry about it. Don't even think about them. But I will say this though, the people out there that are doing it, I see you myself. I see you and I'm fucking proud of you. And anybody that's trying to get themselves clean, anyone that's trying to straighten their life out, it's a hard struggle. There's a war you're fucking fighting in your head that a lot of people don't understand. And you fight it every single day. And I'm very fucking proud of anybody who's fighting that, whether you are been sober for 1 day or 10 years, it doesn't matter. You're fighting that war every fucking day in your head, and it's a struggle, and it's going to be a lifelong struggle, and it's going to be a lifelong struggle, and it's not easy. You're fighting demons is what you're doing. And it's not a simple thing. It's a very hard way to be, but you're doing it. Just know that you're doing it. And if you made it through the 1 day, you did an awesome job. Don't let people knock you down like that. Don't let people fucking deter you from doing the right things, because the people that matter see you. The people that matter will have your back. The people that matter are proud of you. The people that matter will help uplift you. The people that fucking matter will be there for you. And the ones that put you down, the ones that talk shit about you, the ones that can't get over what you did in the past, don't matter. Just remember that. Because if they actually truly do care about you, if they truly do love you, whether it be a family member, a friend, anybody like that, if they truly care about you, they are going to want to see you do better. They're going to want to see you do good, and they're going to do everything they can to help uplift you. I'm not talking about enable you. Don't enable you. I don't mean that at all. But don't put you down. Don't sit there and say shit like, he's not going to make it, or just waiting for me to fall or whatever. That's insane. That's crazy. It's stupid. And I don't understand why anybody would waste their fucking time of their day doing it. If you can't uplift, the old saying, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. Yeah, it's cheesy, it's corny, but it's fucking true. Just don't. You know, either be there for them or stay away from them. You know, if you can't fucking stand with me in the dark, then don't plan on standing with me in the light either, because it's just, I don't know. It just blew my mind hearing all this. And, you know, it's crazy, man. It's just, I don't know. I don't really have much more to say about it. It's just, like I said, you know, if you've never lived that lifestyle, you have no idea what these people are going through. You have no idea what I'm going through. You have no idea what anybody's going through unless you've been there. And if you haven't never been there, that's great. You know, I don't knock nobody for that at all. That's awesome. I'm proud as hell of you that you've never had to deal with that. That's awesome. But don't put people down that have been. They're going through different things. Everybody goes through different things. Like I said before, drug addiction, alcoholism, that's just a small, tiny little minor byproduct of a very serious mental illness. You know, there's things going on in these people's heads, in my head, that you'll never understand. And I deal with it. I've dealt with it in my own way. Not that it was a good way, not that it was the right way, obviously not. But it was the only thing I could do at the time, or I thought I could do at the time. It was what I thought helped at the time, until I realized that wasn't, and it didn't help. You know, it just made things worse. And by that time, it was too late. It had its hooks in me. It was an addiction. Now it became a lifestyle, and it's been my lifestyle my whole life. And it's taken me, you know, I've been off of heroin for 6 years now. And I still fight with it. There's, you know, every single day is a struggle, you know, and I got to talk myself into doing the right things. That's why I drag myself to the gym. That's why that's pretty much all I do anymore is I get up in the morning, I drag my ass to the gym, I come home, I get ready for work, I go to work, I come home, I go to sleep, I fucking rinse and repeat. I do that every single day because it keeps me busy, keeps me occupied, it keeps my mind off of everything. The last thing I need is for especially family members and friends, people that I care about, people that I thought care about me, putting me down for trying to do the right things just because I didn't always do that. Just because they think that, you know, maybe they think that I'm just bullshitting or whatever. Who am I bullshitting? Why would I bullshit anybody? This is all for me. I don't turn to nobody for nothing. I don't ask anybody for anything. This is all my own. This is because I want to live a better life for myself, you know, and once I live a better life for myself, I'll be a better person for everybody around me, my kids, everybody. You know what I mean? You can't be a good person to other people if you're not a good person to yourself. So you got to take care of yourself first, you know, take care of number one first. That's just the way it has to be. Because if you're a piece of shit, you're going to be a piece of shit to everybody. You know what I mean? And I've lived that life for so long that, like I've said before, that's all I know. That's the only real life I know. I am learning every day how to live like a normal person. You know, to people out there that have never been through this before, they don't quite get it. It's just, everything's just like routine to them. It's just obvious to them. To me, it's not. You know, this is all new to me. So I learn every day. It's almost like learning how to walk again, you know, or even not even walk again, but for the first time. You know, this is all new to me. And the last thing you need is somebody knocking you down, especially somebody that you care about, someone that you may even look up to, you know, because that's just going to help you want to just give up. Be like, well, if they don't think I can do it, then maybe I can't. And that's fucked up, you know, that's just wrong. It's almost like mental abuse in a way, man. You know, if you care about somebody, even if you don't care about them, just shut up and let them do their thing, man. And just leave them alone, you know, don't try to bring them down. You know, if you do care about them, help uplift them, pat them on the back, tell them you're proud of them, tell them keep going. Tell them, you know, you're doing a great job, keep it up. You know, things like that. And if you can't do that, then don't say nothing at all, because all you're doing is hurting somebody. And why the hell would you want to do that? Why would you want to put somebody down that's trying to do the right thing? That makes no sense to me, especially if you consider yourself a religious person or a Christian or a good person in general. If you think you're a good person and you do shit like that, you're not a good person. So just keep that in mind, man. Anyway, that's all I got to say. It just pissed me off hearing about this shit, but Whatever, just like I said, though, try to be a little more open-minded, help people, don't hurt them. If you can't help them, if you can't uplift them, if you can't, then just don't say nothing at all. That's the best way to go. But if you can, support them as best you can, because like I said, if they're trying to clean their lives up, especially after a whole life of addiction like me, it's a very, very hard struggle. It's a battle. It's a fucking war in your head, and it's just that easy to lose that war. It doesn't take much at all. It's so hard. It's a daily fight. It's a daily struggle. They say live day by day. Sometimes that doesn't work out that way. Sometimes you got to go hour by hour, minute by minute, just to get through that day. So yeah, anyway, like I said, just keep your mind open. Don't put people down, try to just, I mean, obviously you can't put yourself in their shoes if you don't know what they're going through, but you also can't put them down if you don't know what they're going through either. So don't do that. But everybody, anyways, be smart, make smarter choices, make better decisions, keep an open mind about things a little bit more. Try to uplift people, don't put them down. This world would be so much of a better place if more people did that. Anyways, be safe, stay warm, everybody, and God bless.